So hey there guys, and welcome to my next review on this channel, Swiss RC World. And today I'm gonna be reviewing my Spektrum DX6i, and as you can see it doesn't have the DSMX sign right here, but it is the DSMX in fact. And this was just because I made my LCD backlit, as you can see, a blue LED backlit, and I just scratched this thing right here, this plate. So I took my old DX6i apart and just put the glass on there from the old one. So then we're gonna start with the review. I fly on mode 2, so this means throttle on the left, rudder, elevator and aileron. Then I'm gonna explain you the switches. This is your flap or gyro switch. This is channel number 5. Then you've got the elevator dual rate. This is your 6th channel, like gear or flight mode or whatever you want to call it. Then your trainer, which is also my my timer switch. Again, for gas planes, if you have a gas plane and you don't want to spend a whole lot of money, you gotta take this throttle cut button, because then you can shut down your engine to 0%, because on a gas engine you always have to run like 5% or something, because otherwise it will turn off. Then we've got the aileron dual rate or aileron dual rate switch, your rudder dual rate switch, and this is your throttle hold or your mix activator, something like that. Then you get trims, as you can see right here, if it goes there, and the trims are actually on your LCD, so you just hear some beeps. And I don't know if you can hear that, but the longer beep tells you that you're in the middle. So this is a longer beep, and this is a short one. Long, short, and now we're in the middle. So we know that without looking at it, even without looking at the screen. So if you trim in flight or something, this is quite helpful. On the back, there's the battery tray. You can just remove this plastic housing. I've got 430 LSD NIMG something batteries with like 2400 milliamps. They are 1.2 volt, I believe, each. They work pretty well. They last like 10 hours or something. The radio, which is running about 10 hours, I don't know. Then you've got the trainer switch, which is just 3.5mm 3-pin one. Putting this one right here. It's also gonna turn on when your trainer switch is in there. So let me show it. Turned off. Plug the trainer cable in, and it's turned on. So you can also buddy box with that with any Spektrum radio, or if you have any different cables from these to like Futaba, you can also buddy box Futaba. So that's quite nice. What I forgot to mention is the charge plug. It's a JR charge plug, so don't use the Futaba one, because then you're gonna burn your radio and your batteries. So quite nice. I always charge the batteries within the transmitter. Just gonna put that back on there. And all in all, this radio is just a great little radio. It costs about nearly $300 with 2 Spektrum receivers, which I don't use anymore. So now I'm just gonna show you a little bit of the programming and the controls. So this is the second part of this review, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like to program the Spektrum DX6i. As you can see right here on the screen, you have your model name, your model type. This one is an airplane. It's my Raven Flywing. The model number. Then you got your voltage and your voltage bar. You got all your trims right here, like elevator, aileron, rudder, and throttle. Then you also got a timer. DN means down, so it runs down from 20 minutes, and it's activated by the trainer switch. So it beeps twice, and I believe it beeps every minute too. So you have quite a nice feeling. And at like 10 seconds, or at the minute, I believe, it starts to beep every 10 seconds or something, and then when the timer's finished, it's gonna beep without stopping. So, and then how you control it, you might see you don't have any buttons on here, but you have this roll push thing right here. And so if I'm gonna push this one, we should get into the menu. Then we're gonna choose a model type, model name. I'm already in setup list. So the main, this is what you're gonna see. Adjust list is it's called. So you can select your model, dual rate, travel adjustment, subtrim, flaps, and it just goes on. And let's just select another model, like number 5. Just gonna download it. Then you can like we're gonna put in some dual rate. So when we're on, I just put the aileron dual rate to 0. So now I'm just gonna push this one from INH to like plus, how many is this, 40%, and like it's turned off, 40% expo, and about 60% of throws. And then when I flick the aileron dual rate switch, it's gonna jump to 100. And I'm also gonna put in some expo, like 30%. Push again. That was twice. So it's just gonna dual rate on 0 is gonna be 60% of throws and 40% expo, and aileron dual rate switch on 1 is gonna be 100% of throws and 30% expo. So this is quite a nice feature, this dual rate and expo. And like you have 2 mixers, mix 1 and mix 2. And if you want to get into the bigger part of the programming, you're going to choose setup list at the bottom of adjust list, and you can choose your model type like heli or acro. So we're just going to use heli just to try it out because I haven't tried it. So then we can choose a model name, like click again, S, OK. So our model, what am I doing? The beeps are quite annoying. They're not too loud, but so you can see model name S. And here the timer set to 6 minutes down. To set up your timer, you gonna wanna go to your setup list and your timer. Then you can choose down or up. I usually use down. You can choose like 53 is too much. 12 minutes, 30 seconds. Switch, I believe. Oh no, you can trainer or throttle cut, which throttle cut would be the button right here, like so. We're gonna use trainer. Come on. And we can also, this is on heli mode, so we have like swatch type, and the other things are in adjust list menu. So you also have gyro setup, throttle curve, pitch curve, swatch mix, and so on. So I think the Spektrum DX6i is quite a nice radio, because it's also got a monitor, and as you can see on here, I'm moving my aileron. Don't know if you can see that. Now I'm on, let's say, it doesn't work. I put it in for that mode. So that's basically it. With programming the Spektrum DX6i. If you have any questions, just leave a comment down below. And another thing I also wanted to show you is my last model. It's SimP, which stands for Phoenix RC Flight Simulator. And what I bought for that, you can buy a really expensive part from Horizon Hobby, which will fit this radio 100%. But what I got is just a tiny little cheap USB adapter from China, and you can fly 12 simulators with that. The XTR, the G4, the Aeroflight G4, Aeroflight G5, G6 is not working with it. Then you can fly the Aerofly, just the Aerofly, and the Phoenix RC. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna get 3.5mm 3-pin to 3.5mm 3-pin male to male. You're gonna plug in one to this USB adapter. Then with this switch right on top here, choose Phoenix or whatever you want to use. Then you're gonna turn the radio, plug it into the trainer switch. You see it's gonna turn on, and we're at Simulator Phoenix. So that's quite a nice feature too. The Phoenix simulator is one of my favorite. I think it's also the best you can get. It's the most realistic, it has the best graphics, and I just like it. There are some annoying things about it, but it's quite nice. And I'm probably also gonna do a review or just a tutorial on how to start flying on the, I can also do it Aerofly or even Phoenix RC. So guys, thank you for watching, and if you have enjoyed this video, please comment, rate and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and also write in the comments what you want to see next, because I asked Tim Nilsson from the QAV series. QAV series are some very nice quad frames, which are jello free to send me one. I haven't got any response, but I'm also gonna upload the X550 flight and review. No, not the review, I also did that. I already did that, but some flight footage, only FPV. It has a little bit of cello because I haven't flown it with my new cello setup, but yeah, it's fine. So then, thanks for watching, and bye. Don't forget to subscribe.